An army drone targeting militants has hit a village in northern Nigeria, killing more than 80 civilians. Well, the incident that occurred on Sunday in a village in Kaduna State in the northwest of the country occurred as people gathered to mark a Muslim festival. Now, the president has called for an investigation. Nigeria's armed forces often use airstrikes in their battle against Islamist militants and criminal gangs. Let's now get this update from our reporter Azizat Olaoluwa, who joins us from Lagos.
Eyewitnesses described seeing mangled bodies hanging from rooftops and trees after two airstrikes hit just 30 minutes apart. Muslim faithful were understood to be celebrating the birthday of Prophet Muhammad, called Maulud Festival, when the airstrikes hit in a village in Kaduna, northwest Nigeria. No official figure has been given of the casualties so far, but the State Emergency Management Agency in Kaduna State said 85 people were killed, but rights groups believe that the death toll is significantly higher.
They dropped two bombs at 30 minutes interval. The second bomb affected those who went to carry bodies of those killed by the first bomb blast. Some families are left with only one person surviving, while some are left with two. A family lost 12 people, while another family lost 11. Some women died holding their babies. Some of the babies survived, while others died along with their mothers.
Militants and militia gangs are believed to be terrorizing northwestern part of Nigeria, attacking villages, looting, and also kidnapping residents for ransom. And the Nigerian military is known to carry out routine airstrikes in order to rout out these criminals from their hideouts. But unfortunately, there have been quite a number of accidental airstrikes, killing more than 400 people between 2017 and 2023. About 60 people or even more are believed to be receiving treatment in state-owned government hospitals. And the defense headquarters on Tuesday described the incident as a needless tragedy that happened. President Bola Tinubu has called for investigation. Also, the state governor, Uba Sani, has asked for thorough investigation in order for this not to ever happen again.
Well, we're now joined by Dr. Kabir Adamu, who is joining us from Abuja, the founder and managing director of Beacon Consulting Limited, an enterprise security risk management and intelligence solutions provider in Nigeria and the Sahel. Dr. Adamu, thanks for making time to speak with us. Anyone who followed that report by Azizat obviously still trying to wrap their heads around what really happened here. On one hand, the defense ministry says a needless tragedy, but many wonder, how could a drone operator make such a costly mistake?
Unfortunately, there has been a history of similar mistakes in Nigeria. In our database, we've been able to identify at least 16 of such attacks in the most recent years. And then we also believe that it may get worse because we've seen the acquisition of drones by several security departments in Nigeria in the last 2 years. And so, quite frankly, this is not surprising in the context of the counterterrorism and anti-banditry warfare that the Nigerian military is implementing at the moment.
I mean, what would a comprehensive investigation look like in regards to this incident, and is that expected?
We are hoping that we will see something different. This is a new government. In previous governments, the most recent of such attacks happened in the same northwestern Nigeria, and an investigation was promised, but the outcome of that investigation was never made public. Neither was anyone held accountable. So this is the same pattern, the same rhetoric, the same narrative that the government is repeating. What we would hope to see is perhaps either a parliamentary or a judicial inquiry that would look into the processes that allows the military to engage civilians in the manner that it did. Even if, for instance, like the military is saying, there were elements of either the bandit or terrorist groups mingled together with the civilians. The number that we're discussing is not acceptable in whatever circumstances. So such an investigation, looking into the standard operating procedures, the rules of engagement that allows that to happen, would be very good, especially for the outcome of the counterterrorism campaign that the military is engaged in at the moment.
Dr. Kabiru Adamu, thanks so much for speaking with us. We appreciate you giving us your perspective on that incident in Nigeria.